Remember when Shaquille O'Neal joined the Boston Celtics in 2010, aiming for his 5th championship? It seemed like the right move, a future Hall of Famer joining an already loaded team. But things didn't go as planned. The Big Shamrock wasn't the same player he once was. Still, the numbers tell a strange story. The Celtics were 28-9 with Shaq on the court, but their record dropped to 28-17 without him. Despite his decline, Shaq made an impact, though not in the way fans had hoped. But Shaq's experience, while disappointing, wasn't the worst example of ring chasing gone wrong. In this video, let's take a closer look at 6 of the most embarrassing attempts at securing an NBA championship. Unlike Shaq, these players never won a title, and their last attempts at getting one ended in a crushing way, after desperately chasing something that always seemed just out of reach. Who could forget Karl Malone's infamous super team in 2003? Two aging stars, Malone and Gary Payton, after years of coming close but always falling short, decided to join the Los Angeles Lakers, thinking it would be an easy path to a championship. Gary Payton eventually won a ring with the Miami Heat in 2006, but that wasn't the case for Malone. The 2003-2004 season was his last in the league, and it was filled with struggles. Malone, a reliable Iron Man throughout his career, was sidelined by a knee injury for 39 games. When he returned, it was evident that the injury still plagued him, and the Lakers, despite reaching the finals, were blown out by the Detroit Pistons in 5 games. Off the court, things weren't much better for Malone. The Lakers' season was overshadowed by Kobe Bryant's court trial, and Malone and Bryant had their own issues. Bryant reportedly caught Malone flirting with his wife, Vanessa, and the relationship between the two soured. In response, Kobe went to the Lakers' front office, asking them not to resign Malone. Malone's public response was telling, calling the situation a Hollywood soap opera and stating he wouldn't be a part of it. The Lakers did not bring him back, and Malone's career ended in disgrace after one of the most embarrassing failed attempts at ring chasing. Wesley Matthews, a solid role player with the Portland Trail Blazers and Dallas Mavericks, found himself hoping for a championship after suffering a devastating torn Achilles in 2015. Though he didn't regain his previous form, Matthews still chased the dream of a title. In 2020, he signed with the Milwaukee Bucks, joining reigning MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, hoping to finally get a ring. But the Bucks were eliminated early by the Miami Heat, and the Lakers won the title that year. Not giving up, Matthews joined the Lakers the following season, but injuries to LeBron James and Anthony Davis derailed their campaign, and Matthews found himself on the bench as the Lakers' championship hopes crumbled. Ironically, the Bucks went on to win the title in 2021, the year Matthews left. Returning to Milwaukee, Matthews had another chance at the championship, but once again, his team was knocked out in the second round. His pursuit of a ring ended in disappointment as Matthews found himself wasting the last years of his career with nothing to show for it. Blake Griffin, once a high-flying all-star with the Los Angeles Clippers, also experienced a dramatic fall from grace. After undergoing multiple knee surgeries, Griffin's days as a top-tier player were behind him. He signed with the Brooklyn Nets in hopes of earning a championship with Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. But despite his best efforts, the Nets faltered in the second round of the playoffs, and Griffin's shot at a ring slipped away. In 2022, Griffin joined the Boston Celtics, thinking he could contribute to their push for a championship. However, his role was minimal, and the Celtics lost to the Golden State Warriors in the finals. Griffin retired after that season, never winning the elusive title, his career ending with an anticlimactic final chapter. Anderson Varejão's journey to chase a championship was one of the most demoralizing of all. After spending 11 seasons with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Varejão was traded to the Golden State Warriors in 2016, hoping to get his first title. But the basketball gods had other plans. Varejão had been part of the Cavaliers' 2015 team that lost to the Warriors, and in 2016, he found himself on the Warriors roster, only to watch the Cavaliers make a historic comeback and win the title. Varejão, despite being part of the Warriors, lost his chance at a ring and, in a twist of fate, was given a ring by the Cavaliers, but he felt it would be wrong to accept it. His career ended in disappointment, with the heartache of missing out on a championship with both teams he had been part of. Chris Paul, despite being one of the best point guards of his generation, has never won an NBA title. After years of playing for the New Orleans Hornets and Los Angeles Clippers, Paul joined the Houston Rockets, hoping to win a championship alongside James Harden. The Rockets were close, but injuries derailed their title run in 2018. In 2023, Paul signed with the Golden State Warriors, hoping to secure a championship with a team that had already won multiple titles. However, by the time Paul joined, the Warriors' championship window was closing, and the team failed to make the playoffs. Paul's pursuit of a ring came to an end without success, as he remained without a championship to his name. Eric Dampier, known for his time with the Dallas Mavericks, was another player who chased a title only to see it slip away. Dampier was part of the Mavericks team that reached the 2006 finals but was ineffective in the playoffs. By 2010, he left the Mavericks, realizing his time with the team was up, and decided to join the Miami Heat, who were the favorites to win the title. But in 2011, the Mavericks defeated the Heat in the finals to win their first-ever championship, without Dampier, who had already left. Dampier's departure from the Mavericks proved to be a blessing in disguise for Dallas, but it was a painful reminder of how close he had come to a championship, only to miss out on it. These 6 players all chased NBA championships, but for one reason or another, they came up short. Some failed because of injuries, others because of bad timing, and some simply because their best-laid plans didn't align. It's a sobering reminder that even the most talented players can fail to reach their goals if the pieces don't fall into place. Can you think of any other players who failed at ring chasing in a similarly embarrassing way? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.